Who really decided that Pope Benedict XVI had to go? Archbishop Carlo Maria Viganò, the former apostolic nuncio to the United States, has dropped a bombshell that refuses to fade. He directly accuses Hillary Clinton and John Podesta of triggering the 2013 resignation by shutting down Vatican banking transactions through the SWIFT network. The timeline is chilling. International monetary transactions with the Vatican were suspended in the days before February 11, 2013. The day after Benedict announced his resignation, the SWIFT system magically reinstated the Vatican bank's payment rights. Attorney Liz Ure, who filed multiple FOIA requests, calls it a full-scale globalist coup to install a more compliant pontiff aligned with the UN's Agenda 2030. WikiLeaks emails from Podesta explicitly called for a Catholic spring to revolutionize the Church away from traditional leadership. Why target Benedict? Your states bluntly. Pope Benedict stood in the way of mass migration, the China deal, and the secularization of the Church. He was the last guardian of orthodoxy. He supported denying Holy Communion to pro-abortion politicians. He fought against the dictatorship of relativism. For the globalist elite, he had to be removed. This isn't a conspiracy theory whispered in the dark. The National Security Agency, NSA, was caught spying on Vatican communications. The U.S. State Department monitored Benedict's leadership. And the instruments of this pressure were not just spiritual. They were financial and political, orchestrated by the Obama administration and the Democratic machine. Why does this matter today? Look at the fruit. Pope Leo XIV, the first American pontiff, is currently locked in an open war with President Trump. Trump calls Leo weak. Leo condemns Trump's war rhetoric. But here is the painful irony for traditional Catholics. While Leo claims to be not a politician, he granted a private audience on April 9th to David Axelrod, Obama's chief strategist. The same globalist network that allegedly removed Benedict is now surrounding his successor. Cardinal Cupic, McElroy, and Tobin, the same trio linked to the disgraced serial abuser Theodore McCarrick, are leading the charge against Trump from within the Church. The USCCB received over $129 million in federal grants for refugee programs in 2023 alone. When the Trump administration cut the flow of funds from USAID, which provided more than half of CRS's $1.5 billion annual budget, an immediate war erupted from these bishops. Donald Trump told Leo to get his act together as pope and focus on being a great pope, not a politician. If the Vatican is merely a client state of a globalist agenda, if the resignation of Benedict was a financial heist facilitated by SWIFT and the NSA, then the Catholic Church has lost its soul. The question for every Catholic watching is not whether you like Trump. It is whether you believe the Vicar of Christ should fear the suspension of a bank transfer. Because if a foreign power can freeze the Vatican's ATMs to force a resignation, then the gates of hell have not just prevailed. They have bought the locks.